Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are continuing our HTML series. This is our fifth lesson. So if you haven't watched the previous video, I recommend watching them first because today we are going to use that knowledge. So far we have learned the heading tag, paragraph, bold, break, and in our lesson 2 we learned the image tag, as well as the button tag, anchor tag, and lesson 3 we learned the div tag, ordered and unordered list, and lesson 4, that is our last lesson, we learned forms and tables. So in today's lesson, we will learn semantic HTML tags and also know how to add the audio and video in HTML. So in older websites, developers use div tag, which we learned in our lesson 3. So lesson 3, actually, if you all can remember, we learned div tags. So in older websites, developer use div tags for everything. But in modern HTML, we use semantic tags like header, nav, main, footer. These tags clearly describe the structure of web page. So it's easier for developers, it is easy to search and understand. So now let's learn them step by step. So before learning this, let's do a small activity. So we are going to code this. We are going to code this my website using div. So let's understand how many divs are needed and we'll start coding.
So, as I mentioned previously, today we are learning semantic tag. In developing websites, before we use div tags, even now you all can use. But a modern version is using semantic tag instead of div. So, I thought of teaching both, and you all will understand how to convert div to semantic through this exercise.
Okay, let's see first how many div tags are necessary for this. So we need one div for my website, this, and you all need another div for this, and another div for welcome. This is my website. So you can see here. This is my welcome. This is my website. Though these are related. So these are related. So here we will use one div for both of these, and another div for below this to at 2000 copyright 2026 my website. So we need 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need 4 divs. So we are going to code this using div, and then we'll try to convert this using semantic elements. So first, let's code this. Go to your VS Code and start coding. Right now you all know div, so you all can start coding. So I'll first close these. Since this is related to my website, let's name it as my website. So you all can click on this, open, and click on this, and let's name it as my website. Okay, next we have to code this structure. Okay, now let's open this in our web browser so that we can see the results. So click on the folder, you can see here my website, click on that. So I'll keep like this so it's easy to compare. First, I'm going to change the title. So title comes in between the head tag. So here my website.html, I'm going to change it to my website. So let's go to VS Code, start coding. Okay. And like I'm saying always, make sure that you all have clicked here auto save. If not, you all have to save it, and then only you all can see the result. Okay. Now here, this is my result before refreshing. Once I refresh, you can see it changed to my website. Now I'm going to give the heading. So for heading, we need one div tag. For this, we need one div tag. And I'll give h1 tag and we'll check. If not, we can change it to h2. So let's open a div. We need one div for that. Can you remember how many divs we need? We need 4 divs. Let's give h1 my website. Okay, refresh. Okay, yeah, I guess h1 is perfect. Now I will open another head tag for home about contact for this. So I'll open another div tag. So I have leave a line in between so that it is clear. And let's type home. And about, and a line, and contact. Okay, then again I'm refreshing. Okay, perfect. Now I will open another div tag for welcome, and this is my website content. Again, I'm saying this is my website content. These both are related together. So we are putting that in one div. So welcome, if you see welcome, the font is bit smaller than my website. So I will use here H2 and check. I will use the H2 heading tag. So I will use the H2 tag and let's check that before coding. Okay, refresh. Okay. Then this is my website content. So I will use a paragraph tag for that sentence. Okay, now let's refresh. Perfect. Now I will use another div for this part. Okay, here you can see there is a copyright symbol. So we can get that. Go to your browser and type copyright symbol. Okay, so it's then once you see here, you can see this symbol. You can copy this symbol and paste it in your code. You can go to your browser and type it. And then what you should type with that? With that, you must type 2026 my website. Let's write that as well. Okay, let's refresh and check the results. Okay, perfect. We have got the exact same results. Here we used 4 div tags and created this web page, right? So a div is like a box or container in HTML that groups content together. It doesn't have a special meaning by itself. Uh, it is very useful when we learn CSS. So when div is like a box or container which is used to group all the contents together. So it is very useful once we learn the second course CSS, because then we can style our web page and organize the web page very well. So it here also it's very clear when we use div tags. You can see we know this part is a one part and this is another part. It is very easy. See this my website, this one, this belongs to the title at the very top of the page. So this is usually the heading. This is the heading of the page. No, why my website is the heading of the page. So it should belong inside the header tag. It should belong inside the header tag. And home, about, contact is a navigation. These are called navigation. Actually, it's not clickable, but we will learn how to go through website pages. We will learn that in once we are doing CSS. With that, we will learn this. So this should belong inside a tag called nav. This should belong to a tag called header. This should belong to a tag called nav. And here the welcome. Welcome, and this is my website content. Although this is a sentence, we added this inside a paragraph tag. So this is the main content. These are the content inside the web page, right? This is actually very basic web page. We will do y'all might have seen more advanced web page. So I took this as an example to teach from very basic. So this is the main content. So we will add this in a tag called main. So these are actually called the semantic tags. Main, header, nav, and then here you can see copyright 2026 my website. These are usually coming at the bottom. Then this is called footer. These are called the semantic tags. So this copyright appears at the bottom of the page, so it's belong to the footer tag. Both div version and semantic version produce similar web page. Both produce the similar web page. The difference is semantic make code easier to understand. We know under header tag, all the things belonging to the header part should come in between the header tag. And all the codes belong to navigation should come inside navigation. All the codes which belong to main should come inside main. And all the codes which belong to footer should come footer. Then it's easier to understand. When developers look at the code, they see this is a header tag, these are the nav, these are the main contents, and these are the footer. So they immediately know the purpose of each section. And when you are reusing the code also, it's easy to understand, read and understand the code. With div tags, they have to read the content. So now if you see here, uh, the div, you have to read and understand this is the footer by checking this copyright 2026, and by reading this you have to know this is the main. But if you add instead of this, if you add main and yeah, you have to change here as well, main, then you know this is by reading this only you can come to know. You don't need to go through all the codes, right? We will convert this into semantic. Now think in usually there won't be four div tags, you know, in complex web pages. In advanced web page there can be 10 uh, 10 12 div tags, more than that. So you can't immediately say which is the navigation, but when you have header, nav, main, footer, you can easily say that this helps, this is the footer tag, this is the navigation tag. You can easily read and understand it.
Now I'll change this into div because it was a div before. So after changing, now let's try to convert this whole exercise which we did now into semantic tags. So first we have to categorize which part would come for header, nav, main and footer. Div and semantic won't change the appearance of the web page, but it will be useful when we are using CSS, so that we can style the header, style the nav. It will be very easy, and it is easy to read the code using semantic.
Okay, let's take the pen. Let's take a pen. Okay, I'll close this. So I'll close the one we created. This is the original one. Okay, so header. So this header, footer, these tags come inside the body, just like div. Inside the body only you will open these tags and you can close the body part. Body will automatically close. So in between that only you have to write these codes. So if you take header, so what is the heading? My website is the heading. So this comes inside the header tag. What is the navigation? Home, about, contact. This is coming inside the nav. Actually, you call it nav. Okay. Then you write this code in between that and you close the code. Right. Then welcome. Welcome. This is my content. This is the main content. So this comes inside a code called main. We will start coding, but I want you all to get an idea. And then you write the codes, this code in between this, and you close that tag. Finally, the footer. So this footer, I'll write it here. So footer, you write footer, the tag, and you write the code in between and you close the code. Whatever the footer code, you write it and close. Whatever the heading code, you write and close. So I'll again explain in brief. So what happens? Heading, you open the header tag, you write this code H1 my website and close it. Again, you write the nav, you write the code, you close it. Now let's start coding that way.
Now let's start coding in our VS Code. So we don't need to code my website, home, about again and again. So what we need is to change the div into the semantic tags. So let's take a copy and paste in our new file. So I will open a file, my-website.html. .html. Now let's paste the code which we have copied, and now I will select all the div code here. This is the code which we coded previously. So from this, I will choose only the div code and erase it.
Semantic tags, that is header, nav, main, and footer. So instead of now creating the whole web page again, because we created it using div, we will convert this div into semantic tags.
Now let's see the code, and now first we are going to do is we are going to remove the div tag, so then it will be easy to convert that into semantic tag. So first we will remove the div tag, and then we will identify which comes under header, and we will add those. So now let's start deleting the div tags. Okay, now successfully we have deleted the tag. Now this is a heading tag, right? H1. So heading should come under which tag? Should it come under header, nav, main, or footer? Okay, wait. I'll write the tags beside. I'll write it here. Wait.
Semantic tags. So you all have to know which part it should come. First one is the header tag. Next one is the nav. Nav is the navigation tag. And main. Main is the main contents usually come inside main. So next, the last footer tag. So which tag should come? Okay. Which tag should come for H1 website? It is related to heading. So it should be replaced. So it is the top part of the website. So it should be replaced with the header tag. So I'll copy and paste, and when you type it, you can see header. Click on that, close, and paste your code. Okay, now we are done with the first part. Next, home, about, menu. Home, about, contact. What should it's a nav, right? It's a navigation. So let's do the same thing. Copy. Cut. Yeah, there are more space left. Okay, nav. Then paste this. Okay. Uh, Next is main. Okay, this is coming under main. By the way, I'm removing the extra lines as well in between. Main, and see, everything has a closing tag. Write the code which should come in between the main. Should whatever code should come in between main should come in between the main opening and closing tag. Whatever the code comes in between the nav should come in between nav opening closing. Same thing for header and footer as well. Next, this is the footer tag. So this should come in between the footer opening and closing tag. Here, footer, click that, click enter and close this. Then automatically the closing tag will be assigned. And yeah, and let's open this in a web browser. My dash website, yeah. See, nothing has been changed. So now as you can see, nothing has changed in the output of the web page, right? I'll move this one. I'll move this one. Okay. You can see nothing has changed in the output of the web page. It still looks exactly the same version we created using the div tags. So the difference is the code. We made the difference in the code by using semantics. Semantic tags are header, nav, main, and footer. These tags, it becomes much easier to understand the web page. See, we know that this line belongs to the footer. When we look at the code, we can immediately identify each section where it belongs to. So now we know by looking at the main tag, we know this is related to main. By looking at this, we know this is a header tag. So actually I taught you all div tags because it is important to know both the method. Div tags are still widely used in web development. So still we can use div tags. So especially now when we go learn the next course, CSS language, semantics make our code very easy and meaningful to read. Because when we learn CSS tags, there are a lot of codes. You have to code a lot. So now you know how to convert a web page built with div tags into semantic elements. So what are the advantage of semantic elements? First one, it is very easy to read. Now you can see it's very easy rather than having many div tags. It is easy for developers to maintain the website. So you can see it's very easy to maintain our website later. Even after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, after months, if you take, you know which part is your head section because of these tags. So it clearly shows the purpose of each tag. So we know the purpose of each tags and help to organize our web page. So whenever it's possible, try to use semantic tags. These are the 4 semantic tags for the main section. Actually wondering which one should you use, div tags or semantics. Since I taught both, so div is also useful for grouping contents together, and when we use CSS, it's used for styling. But when you take semantic tags, semantic tags are usually recommended because they make the code easier to read and understand, but doesn't make our code easier to understand. When now think sometimes there might be another developer reading our code, right? It makes for that developer easy to read our code and can immediately identify the header, the navigation menu, and footer. So if you take in modern web development, we often use semantic tags. So you all know the 4 semantic tags. header, navigation, and main content, that is main, and footer for the main structure of the web page. So, and use div whenever we need additional containers. If you need somewhere additional containers. Now, when we do more exercise, you will understand sometimes you might need additional containers, then you can use div, right? So what I recommend is to use semantic whenever possible, but use div when you need something in addition to that. Okay, since we are done with this, we have successfully understood the semantic tags. Uh, Now let's start learning how to add audio to a website. So before we add an audio, we need an audio file. So for this way, I have recorded my own voice using the voice recorder, and I have already recorded a voice, and I will save that in the same HTML folder. So what you all can do is take your audio in phone or in your laptop. You all can record your own voice and then add it to the HTML folder. I'll show you how to add that. So make ready the audio voice. I'm going to add my audio file inside this. So this is my HTML course, the folder. So I'm going to add it inside this, the audio
Now
file.
let's check our audio file. Is it available in our VS Code?
So I am going to open a folder and add this audio. If not, it will be confusing in one. So inside the HTML course, right? Inside that folder, you all can remember, we created images. Likewise, we are going to create one for audio. Click new, click folder. Uh, let's name it as audio. Okay. So file name is also audio. It's okay. I'll rename the file name. If not, we will you all will feel confused. The voice. Okay. We'll open a lesson we'll open a file, practice this audio and video. So let's name, since this is lesson 5, lesson 5.html. Okay, now we close this, and we'll close these as well. Okay, now for this structure. By now, you all have to know very well how to code this structure. Okay, next we are going to add the audio in a web page. So, we have to create inside body, we have to create audio. Okay, next, so audio tag creates an audio player. In our web page, we didn't open it, right? Where is it? Lesson 5. Next, we are going to press type control. See, controls, right? So controls attribute display, play, pause, volume. So you can control those and close the tag. Okay. So in the opening tag only you put controls, right? So in between the opening and closing tag, we are going to open another
This tag and type source.
pause and click src. So we are going to type source. So source tag tell the browser which audio file to play, and then you can select using src c equals, and find your inside the audio file as my voice. So let's name it as audio. dash. Okay, you can remember this symbol because we are adding this to show that it is inside the folder. And my voice A. Okay, and I'm going to add the type. Right, type. I'll close this. Type as audio. Type it dash MP4. Right, and then close. Okay, what does this say? What does this say? So type says, so here source says where is the file, and here type says attribute tells the browser that this is a MP4 file. So my one was a MP4 file. Okay. Here actually it showed in red because there was a space. You shouldn't keep space in between. Now go to your web browser. I'll close my website. Now we don't need it. Now I'll go to my web browser and I'll refresh. You will see here. Hello everyone, welcome to HTML. This is a sample audio for the HTML audio lesson. I hope you all heard that. Hello everyone, welcome to HTML course. This is a sample audio for the HTML audio lesson. So see, if I remove this control, see what happens. Okay, if I remove this control, if I refresh, wait, it doesn't display. See, control is necessary to display. We'll add control. So you have to add that in the audio tag, audio opening tag. Hello everyone, welcome to HTML course. This is the sample audio for the HTML audio lesson. So I hope you heard that. So again I'll explain. First you have to open the audio and type control. So audio tag creates an audio player and control attribute. This control help to display so help to display, play, pause the video, and it controls the volume as well. Here you can adjust the volume. Here you can close the volume, open, can adjust it like this. Okay, so you all try to record your voice and add it. And then source. Here you have to type source, and this source tells the browser which audio file to play, and this one tells the contains the file name, and then you can add the file name. Here if y'all haven't saved inside a folder, y'all don't need to add this one. Since y'all have added, I have added through a folder, I have to add first the folder name, then the file name, and then once I close the double quotation, I have opened type. So type tells the browser that this is a MP4 file. So it depends with the way you all have saved, you all can do it. So here I can see my audio, so I can add here open anywhere and open. So here, although it didn't open here, it's it has been shown in the website. This is the way to add an audio. So as I also saw, if you didn't add this control tag, nothing will appear in your web page, because control only display and control tag is very essential, and it should come in the audio opening tag. Since we have successfully understood how to add audio, now let's see how to add video tags in our HTML. So again, y'all have to get a video. So I have downloaded a video.
Alright, now let's check how to add a video. So I have taken my camera and recorded a video. So I will open a new folder to add it. So now I will add that video file inside this video folder which I have created. Now I'll rename the video as lesson video.
So inside the HTML course only I have opened the audio, image, video. So because it's easy to understand without making all together. So now let's see how to open a video tag. So for video tag, you all need, let's put a heading my video. Because it's easy to understand, it's clear, and here we'll give a heading my audio. Okay, next video, and we can give controls. So video tag is used to display a video, right? And controls, you have to use controls like previously, and here in between we are going to code. So here you all know this one is a heading, and video creates a video player in web page, and controls add buttons like play, pause, volume, and then we are going to add same like before source and src, that is the location where it is, right? Location, and then here we have typed video, and you get lesson video, and then you all can add the type. So type is video mp4 video, then add dash mp4 and close it, and let's see, let's go to your web browser, refresh. See, I have added a video. Let's play. Okay, now if the width is too large, you all can adjust it. So what you all have to do, we will learn more about this in the, we will learn how to adjust width in C. For the time being, is you all can click width, and here after the control you all can click width and give, we'll give 200, 100 and refresh. Okay, it's very small. Let's give 200. Wait, 300. Let's give 300 and check. Okay, 300 is size. See, you can play big picture. See, you all can take it as in a full screen. You all can adjust the volume. You all can play. So I have recorded this my website video. So you all can record that video. So you all can record any video and add. This is the way to add video in a web page. And if I want to give more space in between, I can add 2 break tags for the time being till we learn CSS. See? Okay. This is the way to add audio and video in a web page. Now you all know how to use the semantic tags, that is the header, nav, footer, and the main tag, and then you all know how to add audio and video tag.
Now based on what we have learned so far, we will do a small exercise. So let's practice this more.
So far we learned semantic tags, the header, the nav, main, and footer. And we learned how to add audio and video for a web page. Now based on this we will do an activity. So we will do this activity. We will do this my media website. So, and then we have the audio video about me, and write an introduction about yourself, and copyright 2026, and you can here add your name. First, categorize the semantic tags based on header, nav, footer, and main. Right here, in between, you all can add a audio or a video to practice, but I'm not going to do it again. Is the heading of this web page. So this should come under the header tag. This should come under the header tag. First, we must categorize it before you start coding. Next, home, audio, video. What are these? This should come under navigation tag, right? This is nav. So y'all can't, this is not clickable right now. So I'll teach that in the next videos. Click this to go to another web page. I'll teach y'all that in the coming up videos. Then about me, and write a short introduction about yourself. So here actually I have given a sentence. So this one y'all can use main. This is like a content, right? So this should come under the main tag. And finally, we have the copyright 2026 your name. Actually, you can mention your name here, or you can add as your name. So this is the footer. You can identify this is the footer. So there are 4 tags and you all can start coding. So first take a screenshot of this and then pause the video and start coding. Okay, now we will open a file. Let's open as multimedia website. Okay, now let's write the structure. I'll close this. Okay, now let's open this web page in our browser. Click this. You can see here. Okay, now you all can see multimedia website. I'll make it like this so it's easy to compare. Okay, first we are going to change the title. We are going to make it as my multimedia website. So title should come in between the head tag. So let's start. You can choose from here. M should be capital. Since capital is given in the original web page. Okay, now let's refresh. Okay, we have successfully changed the title. Now we are going to give a heading. So we have to add a header tag, right? Inside the body, we will add a header tag. So inside the header tag, we will code. We will give the heading, my multimedia website. Let's give H1 and check.
Okay, now let's go to the web page and refresh and check the results. So I'll refresh. Yes, we have got the exact same font size. So perfect. So let's go to our VS Code and code the next part.
Give the navigation. So come out of the header tag. Since now we are done coding the header tag, give it as nav. And then what are the navigation? Home, audio, video. So now y'all cannot navigate through this, but in the next upcoming videos, I'll teach that how to make these pages to navigate from the home page, how to navigate through the sub pages. Okay, now let's refresh. Okay, perfect. Now we are done with the navigation. Next we have main tag about me. So we will here you can see this is a heading. You can give this as a heading. You can use a heading tag for this. Let's give H2 and write a short introduction about yourself. That's we can give a paragraph. Let's start. So now I'm coming out of the navigation tag. Let's check whether H2 fits the font size. Okay, let's refresh and check. Yeah, I think H2 is totally perfect. Now let's give the paragraph. So paragraph also should come in between the main opening and closing tag. So what is the paragraph? Write a short introduction about yourself. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, perfect. Next, we will add the footer. The copyright mark 2026, your name. So come out of the main tag, write footer.
So for copyright, you all can copy the previous copyright mark which we use, or go to Google and type copyright symbol and copy and paste it. So I will use the copyright symbol which I used in my website. So I will copy that symbol and paste it in this code.
Yes, I'll copy this. You can copy this and paste it. Paste and what it we should write 2026, and you all can add your name if you all need, but I'll add exactly what's there on the page. Okay. Okay, we got the exact same web page, and y'all can see y'all have add the semantic tags to do this instead of div. And now it's clear. Y'all know what is the heading, what is the navigation, and what are the contents, what which part should come to footer, and it is very understandable. But there are instances where we will need a div as well. So y'all can add inside the main you can add audio and a video. You can record your voice and add audio in between the main tag, because it's a content, the main content, right? So you can add it in between the main tag. So I hope this session was helpful in understanding the semantic tags, audio and video. So see you all in the next video. Thank you.